Welcome to another edition of Northern Heat. My name is Bob Lennon, president of Thermalwood Canada, the host for this week's show. Our special guest this week is Brad White. You're president of the Kingsman Club in Bathurst.
That's correct.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about the Kingsman Clubs? Because we were talking about that before, and there's a number of different service groups in town, but everybody kind of does a little bit different. So
You're right, Bob. The Kingsman Club of Bathurst has been around since the 50s. We're very involved with supporting a lot of different organizations within the community, a lot of individuals. We get a lot of requests, and it's a really, really good feeling to be able to help out, be it an organization, sporting groups, different, be it the Army Cadets or the Chaleur Hospital Foundation or whatever. To be able to give back a little bit of the community, and that's really what the Kingsman is all about, is giving back in the community.
Well, you are part of a national organization, right?
We are, yeah. Founded in 1920, so we've been around a long time.
Really? And the fact that, 1920 nationally and 1950 here, you're absolutely right. It's been around for a long time.
Very long time.
Now, you also mentioned a while ago that, it's all for the community, but you've also donated money to the IWK.
Yeah, recently we were approached and we took a good look at it, and the IWK is kind of renovating their Ronald McDonald House, where families can go and stay while their children are being treated. And we know as a group that the Ronald McDonald House is unfortunately utilized a lot by families in our region, and we really thought it was a worthwhile cause, and we debated it for a bit, and we came up with $10,000 to help with the renovations, which went over very well. They were very pleased, but that was one that really felt good here. Some of them.
Well, it's sad to see a lot of the kids that are sick, but we're very, very fortunate, as we chatted about a while ago, that we have something like that in our region.
You're right.
Like, it's in Nova Scotia, but it's still like 5 hours away.
That's right.
You could be stuck having to go to Toronto or Montreal or any place else, and it's here.
It's close. It's as close to local as we're going to get.
Yeah.
So, it was a great feeling to be able to help them out and to know that it's going to help the families in our region.
And you've helped out. You gave examples too with the Jaws of Life for the firemen, and
the fire department came to us, or the city of Bathurst, and the Jaws of Life that they had, where they were the old hydraulic system, which was bulky and very, very difficult to use. And the technology's been updated, and now they come out with an electric set that's much easier, much faster, much. So again, the club debated on it, and that time it was close to 15,000 that we were able to come up with. So we do some big projects. 25,000 when the Chaleur Hospital had their foundation fundraiser going on. So yeah, we do some big donations. A lot of small donations. We get approached by families traveling, individuals traveling for medical treatment in Moncton, St. John. That are maybe having a hard time financially, and it's a burden to make the travel, and we help them out where we can and to the level that we can. So
yeah, well, and I'm glad you're sharing that information with us, because it's information that a lot of people don't know, and we're like that. We're New Brunswickers. We don't like to boast about things, but it's still important for people to know that you're there and you help out, and these are sizable donations that you're giving out there too.
They are. We've been lucky that we've been able to make some of the donations that we have. There's more that we'd like to do. There's always more that we feel we can do, and that's why we're excited with the new fundraiser that we've got coming up.
Let's talk about it a little bit about that, because that's what this is all about too, right?
Yep.
Is leading into this. Is that what is all your new fundraiser about?
Yeah, we're starting a radio bingo. And it's going to be on Bounce 104.9. And it's going to be in conjunction with Charlie's Cat Rescue, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. So, we had an interview a couple of weeks ago with it.
Yeah. Rita and her gang. And it's kind of a good mesh, because as we were speaking about, the Kingsman Club doesn't have a lot of members currently. We're at 7. And taking on extra projects and whatnot, we already have our 2 weekly bingos, and everybody works. So when you're a small group, it's hard you can only spread yourself so far.
Yeah.
So in talking with Rita over another I think we fundraised with them for something else, and they do have volunteers. So this is kind of a win-win where we can work together. It's an equal partnership, and if there's one thing the Kinsman Club of Bathurst knows, it's bingo. So we're going to go ahead with the radio bingo, and we're really, really excited to do it.
Well, and partnering up with others, and when you don't have the size to be able to do more than you want to do, is a natural progression. And Rita's Cause and Charlie's Cat Rescue again it's a great.
It is. It really. Unfortunately, again, there's a need for it, right?
Yeah.
And they do so much good work, but it's so expensive.
Well, she was telling me some of the expenses and the number of cats, and you think
ridiculous.
About it. Yeah.
So we're really, really pleased that we'll help ourselves. We'll be able to do some more things within the community, and we'll be able to help them. And at the same time, we can share the work. And yeah, it should. We're looking forward to it. Hopefully, it's a big success. We're hoping anyway.
Good. So that's going to be launched soon. You don't have a date yet on when it's going to be launched, but it's getting close.
Not nailed down. It's close. We're working on the final details that we want to make sure everything's in line before we give a go date, so that we don't have to push it back. But it's all falling into line. So hopefully, real soon.
Well, listen, my hat's off to you and the amount of work that 7 people can get done. It's absolutely amazing. We talked about some of your members a while ago, and, you're all volunteers to the core, and it's got to be recognized. So the fact that you're doing that on behalf of the community, on behalf of us here at Thermalwood, Canada, thank you very much for doing that.
Thank you, Bob. It's its own reward. It's its own... anybody who helps anybody in any way knows that it's a great feeling, and that's anybody that wanted to come and become a member. All you have to do every second Wednesday for an hour and a half in the evening, come share your ideas, share your input. Just discuss with the group what we're going to be able to do, where we're going. It's always welcome. So. Yeah.
So can they get a hold of you on your Facebook page? I believe you have a Facebook page.
They can message us on Facebook. They can call the Kinsman Hall. We're in the phone book, probably on Facebook as well. Or come by and stop in at the bingo, stop in and talk to us. There are many ways, for sure.
Okay, so what's the number at the Kinsman? Because phone books are hard to find these days.
You're right. 545-6429.
There we go. Yeah, laughing about that because somebody came to me in the office today and said, "You got a phone book around here?" And a phone book. Where's that?
We used to have that.
Yeah. Something of the past.
Yeah.
But again, thank you very much.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming on the show. Really appreciate you telling your story and what the Kinsmen are all about. And if anybody out there is interested in joining the Kinsmen or participating in the Kinsmen bingos, because the money goes to some great charities and helping. And, you talked about the IWK, and, that in itself is good, and that you're partnering up with Charlie's Cat Rescue too. That's all great. So there we are. Another edition of Northern Heat for this week, the place you come to listen to the stories that haven't been discovered yet.